We prefer treating each other as a guide and a guided, a therapist and a patient, a savior and the saved. We hope that there is someone who can save us, or at least someone who knows what salvation is. Priests know the Holy Scriptures and can save us, can serve as a guidance to a path of spiritual salvation. Psychologists know what a psychologically healthy life should be like and possess techniques to attain it. Both priests and psychologists act as saviors, priests in a spiritual manner and psychologists in a secular manner. We seek out those who will save us because we are afraid. Existing is frightening. We don't know why we are here and what the hell is going on. We hope that someone knows, and we are willing to listen and to follow them. We hope that someone is enlightened or informed and possesses knowledge, and we want to partake in their wisdom and become a subject of salvation in their hands. For priests and psychologists and other guides, this following them affirms and validates their doctrine. By believing and trusting them, we support the illusion of their correctness. But what if no one knows where to go? What if there is no enlightenment to attain, no salvation, no path to salvation that we can follow? No one knows, and no one will ever know because there is nothing to know. Those who lead are acting out of fear of not knowing, just as much as those who follow them. They're just acting out the same fear in a different way. Guiding and guidance are just two sides of the same illusion. What if there is no salvation of any form, no afterlife salvation, and not even a secular form of salvation, like a successful or happy life or happy relationship, no happy ever after in any form? The absence of salvation is the essence of the most profound fear. What would happen if instead of running away, we would directly confront this fear? We are already going through, quite universally, the overwhelming feeling of despair as a reaction of losing this illusion. But the semi-good news is that the equality it brings, because it renders hierarchy and competition among us meaningless. Each of us, from this perspective, if there is no savior, salvation, each of us is a failure and a loser. No merit can ever change this. One can become a loser with a title like PhD, which is in a way even more pathetic way of being a loser. A community of this kind, a community of losers, of failures, they come together not for competition, not for salvation, but rather for mutual support in a journey to collective failure. I hope this is what Peter Rollins called communion as opposed to community, when what we share is not a path to salvation, but rather nothingness, nothing that we hold in common, a common and individual failure, when we come together not to use each other, but to care. A game where everyone is on equal footing and destined to lose, where competition is absurd and there are no privileges, only an individualized collection of flaws, where we don't play the roles of saviors or rivals to each other, but rather weep over each other's sorrows and laugh at our shared absurdity, discovering that salvation and God are merely a joke.